DynamicCarStore.com to get the cars. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save your points. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCarStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to the QPR Career Mode. I'm actually filming this a couple of days ahead of time because I'm enjoying playing this Career Mode so much that I just want to get playing it. I just want to get the next episode filmed and everything. So I'm actually recording this a couple of days earlier than I would do normally. But today we're going to crack on with the league. We're going to carry on with what we're doing. As you can see at the moment, up in 6th place, which is ridiculous, but we are absolutely crushing it this season. The players playing out their skin. You can see already there, Lyndon Dykes, the joint top goal scorer in the league with Raheem Sterling and Bruno Fernandes. Honestly, the boys are playing out their skin, doing really well. Last episode was a bit of a tricky one. We were held to a draw against Everton, went through in the cup against Wolves, or what's it, Watford? I can't remember who it was. Either way, we beat somebody, and then we had another game as well beforehand that we won. But today, another 2 games to play. We've got West Ham away, and then we are home to Burnley. Going to be a tricky couple of games. 2 sides that are difficult to break down, but hopefully teams that we can take on in today's episode. But before we get there, I've got to get some training stuff done. I've got to go do all of that, so I'll get that done, and then I'll see you at the West Ham game, unless something else pops up first. One thing I was also going to do, and I did forget to mention, is I was going to send another scout out to England. Now, we have a decent enough keeper coming through the ranks. We've got a decent couple of strikers coming through. And, you know, we've got good wingers. Obviously, Ellis Todd, a lot of these other youngsters. Central midfielders and centre-backs, I feel like are positions we could potentially improve a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put physically strong and hope we find either CDMs or find centre-backs. That's what I'm hoping for. I can't guarantee it's going to work, but I thought I'd do that as well. 3 months from now, obviously, or this time next month, which is the 1st of the month, we'll have another scout report. But hopefully within that 3 months, we can find another centre-back and or CDM. Okay, so we're here against West Ham. You can see their lineup, their predicted lineup, I should say, as well. And you can see we've made a couple of rotations from our normal side. Ball was coming for Chalobah because Ball did ask to play. I said I would, and man of my word, I'm giving him some game time. Ludwig is actually going to come in and get a start today over Kane. Obviously, Todd Kane has been doing very well for us in this scrimmage and is at the moment by far our best right back. But I think Ludwig is going to be a long-term answer, so it's good for me to try and get him in occasionally, try and get him to play a good game and go for it. With him being on the right-hand side, if I was up against Jared Bowen on the left, I probably would stick with Kane. But as you can see, they've got Holland, who is a much younger player, not quite as experienced or highly rated, at least in FIFA. So hopefully Ludwig can have a decent enough game today at right back. Obafemi's come back in to start up front with Lyndon Dykes. But other than that, same starting players, and let's see if we can go and get another 3 points today. Here we are away to West Ham. Going to be a tricky old game. Obviously a very big stadium that West Ham are at, but hopefully a game that we can go in and really give our best and try and win this. I'm not going to say London derby because it's not a derby, but obviously a matchup between 2 London clubs. Let's see how we do today, boys. 3 points again, what we want. Let's see if that's what we get. Another ball out wide here. Jared Bowen up against Hammerline, Hammerline's going to have a tricky old game with Jared Bowen being as good as he is in real life and obviously in this game here. But again, they work it out to him. Now Amos is going to try and stand him up. Hammerline and Amos having to do well here against Johnson and Jared Bowen. But between them, they're doing okay at the moment to kind of limit the chance from them getting the ball in the box. Obviously, in FIFA 21, the AI don't particularly like crossing it, so they do like trying to work it in, but it's still trying to prevent them from doing that anyway, which isn't the easiest of tasks. You can see, look, they're just knocking it about for fun, and they are just being as patient as they need to be. Lost the ball in a really bad spot here. Up to the big man up top, and that's an easy goal for them. That was a really, really bad loss of possession there. Ball did win the ball back in a pretty good spot, and then just immediately gave it away. And it was a really bad spot to lose the ball, in all honesty. And then, as you can see, an easy finish for their number 9. Not what we wanted to do there. Look, you can see this pass here from Ball. Not a good little bit of possession play. And again, I've then moved Carter Vickers thinking he was going to turn. He didn't. He went the other way, and that is 1-0 to West Ham. They've worked the ball forward here down their left-hand side. Ludwig is up against Holland, and he's done okay. He's done pretty well, though, to actually win that. I have to say, I think Holland had just turned past him, but he's done well to turn and get that. Apparently no extra time at all. Again, complete flip side of if the AI were attacking, but we don't get too bitter about it. It's half-time, and honestly, 1-0 at half-time is a fair result. We have been nowhere near this game. They have been very, very dominant, and we really have not offered anything. We haven't had a shot. We've had 27% possession. If that doesn't show you how outplayed we've been in this game, which really is a contrast to how we've been playing in this career mode so far. They have just been all over us. We have offered next to nothing. But the issue is, I don't think there's much I can change. I'm going to take off Dumball purely because of the mistake that he made in that first half. But then thinking about it, if I then choose to make a bit more of an attacking play and bring on a Cam, then I'm having to sacrifice a striker or a winger. So I don't know if that's what I want to do right now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick with what I've got and give me as many attacking options in that second half as need be. Still have the option of Chalobah at some point if I need it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the extra player as an option to go with like a 4-1-2-1-2 or to play that 4-5-1 or anything like that, and just keep my options open, because I think as soon as I take off a CDM and bring on another CDM, I'm kind of committing to that unless I'm willing then to take off Luke Amos, which I don't do very often just because of how good Luke Amos is. So for now, same thing for the second half. But we need more. We're playing with the same set of 11, but we need more from this game. Oh, they've worked the ball forward again quite nicely here. Carter Vickers on his own in the box, and now that's been played across, and that is another goal. I thought it was going to be given as an offside, but things just don't seem to be going our way in this game. We've conceded again. I'm not entirely sure who that actually is, and I don't know if that speaks volumes as to how we're actually playing today. I was really excited to start and film this career mode today, but I am just not playing well at all, and you can see we're being punished for it. That might have been Haller, I think, that they might have brought on, and then number 44, who is Rosa has now scored. I've just made my own changes as well. Dumball has gone off, and I was bringing on Ilias Chair, going to that 4-1-2-1-2 wide that I was talking about, but 2-0 down, and with all the work to do with half an hour to go, and we haven't had a shot, let alone a shot on target. We really have not created anything in this game so far. It has not been good. We've not been good, and I don't even know what else to say. It's not good, boys. It's just not good at all. Brought up here with Macaulay Bonne, who's just made his way onto the pitch, and same kind of outcome really. We're just struggling to get anything going forward here. Bonne now is going to play this off to Bright Sammy, who's playing at Cam for us in this game. Bright looks inside, finds Lyndon Dykes. Lyndon Dykes on the turn, gets us a goal back. That's his 10th goal of the season, and that is an awful attempt at getting that ball in the back of the net. But that's 2-1, not long left, but our first effort, and we do get our first goal. It's the breakthrough we needed. There's not long left, though. We've got to really, really hamp this up and really try our best to get this second goal. It's going to be difficult to get it. We've just got to work hard and try our best, boys. Macaulay Bonne working this ball forward. He's going to see Bright Samuel. Bright's assisted the first goal. Can he score the second? Yes, he can, boys. Come on. We have literally just burst into life in these last couple of minutes here, and we have just taken the ball by the horns and just gone at this game. And I have to say, I think that's made a big difference. I've remembered that we have like a whole week's break, or even 2 weeks nearly, between this and the next game. And I thought, you know what? If the players are a little bit tired, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. But Bright Samuel scoring on his left foot in that first season, he never would have scored on that left foot. But it's a good thing. We've been practicing his shooting, make sure he's been improving, and I have to say, Brighter Cam is a very, very, very good option for us. Really happy with that. I might even convert him to play there. We've got that fully trained that he can play right mid, and it's like he's converted to a Cam, because obviously before we were going to play that 4-5-1 and move him to a Cam position. But realistically, he's going to start at Cam, start at right mid more than he will at Cam. So that's why I'm kind of edging on the side of just keeping him where he's at, and with knowing that he can play Cam. But not too long left yet. What we'll do is we'll probably stick with this game now for the rest of the game. We'll stick with it and see how this plays out. You can see, again, they're just being very patient in the ball. They've been doing this a lot of the, especially in that first half. And then they play this odd, audacious ball forward like that kind of is aimed at nobody. But on a few occasions, obviously, it takes just one of those really to pay off. And now Ellis Todd here is going to try and burst down this wing. He's got the beating here of Johnson. Macaulay Bonne in a little bit of space. Surely not. Surely not. The comeback kings. No, Macaulay Bonne's first touch has let him down. Mate, that's going to be another 2 points drop, really. Although this really is a point gained when you consider being 2-0 down. But I have to say, at the end there, that really is a chance for us to get back into it. That really is a chance for us to get that winning goal. But it wasn't to be. But I have to say, again, it's a tricky game. It was a game that I was optimistic going into, thinking we could get the win. And after being 2-0 down, I'll take the point. But a really disappointing first half. To have had no shots until the second half, and to only have had those 2 shots. Bonne didn't technically get the shot away there, as we can see from that last chance there. But I have to say, really disappointed. Bright Samuel made a big difference getting the goal, getting assist. He was definitely our man of the match. I also have to say Ludwig had a very good game, but not a good performance, boys. That's not enough, honestly. Okay, so after that game, we do stay in 6th place, level on points with Liverpool and Wolves. So I believe Liverpool dropped points there, unless that was a game in hand and I didn't realise. But have to say, we are playing very, very well here. Chelsea still flying high at the top of the table. Spurs not too far behind them. But we are not doing bad. To be in 6th place is absolutely fantastic. Again, to be above the likes of, you know, Wolves, Arsenal, Newcastle, Everton down there, you can see that it's a pretty good look for us at the moment. But our next game is up against Burnley, I think it was, who are in 14th. Obviously, just below West Ham, the team we did just play. But I have to say, we've got to really go at that game and get 3 points. The team will be fully fighting fit because we've got loads of time between now and then. So I'm just going to keep the team fit, get the training done, get to that game, and hopefully we have a better performance next time round. Okay, we are at the Burnley game. The team is ready. You can see the predicted squad from Burnley there, but you can see our lineup too. Again, Ludwig kept his place, also gone up to a 68 rating, which means he's currently playing at a 73, which I'm very, very happy with indeed. I'm going to try and now have this be a bit of a run for Ludwig in the side, because our next game for the next episode is Brighton as well, which is a game that I think he could definitely start in as well anyway. Chalobah makes his way back in. Obafemi starts again with Dykes. Realistically, again, this is a game that we need to try and pick up 3 points from here. This is a team that we should be realistically beating when you compare the places in the table, just like West Ham, but we know how that one went. I've also just pressed circle, so I'm going to go straight back into it. But anyway, let's get into this game. Let's see if the boys can pick up the 3 points at home today. Here we are at the Kind Prince. It is raining, not a situation I want to be particularly playing in, but hopefully the boys today can come up with the mighty 3 points in the rain. Doesn't matter. Can Burnley do it in a rainy night in London? Let's find out. Hopefully the answer to that question is no. But I'm optimistic again today. But we just need to play better than we did against West Ham. We actually need to get the chances. We need to make sure that we get our foot on the ball for longer periods of time. Like in that first half, to have had 27% possession, no shots, no real even looks of creating chances. We need to make sure that what we do in this game today is just play considerably better. So come on, boys, let's go for it. On yours. Ball here with Luke Amos. We see Bright Side making a fantastic run here. And that ball from Luke Amos is absolute perfection. Bright is going to lay it off to Lyndon Dykes. Oh, I've wasted that chance there. I have to say, I thought Bright would be slightly quicker going through on that run when he first got that touch. My intention was to keep the ball with Bright and score with Bright there, take the effort with Bright. But the defender just seemed to get there a little bit quicker than I anticipated. I think it might have been Ben Mee who was getting his way back there. But regardless, I tried to play it off to Dykes, sorry, and the ball to Dykes was just a little bit too hard for him to get that ball and then keep it away from the defender. But he's done well to win this ball here. Going to play it off to Obafemi. I was really hoping Ellis Todd would be a little bit higher up the pitch. We're going to play it off to Amos. Amos with a nice little drag back. Plays it to Obafemi. Into Lyndon Dykes. Again, Ben Mee stepping in and getting that ball away from us there. This is a much better start. We're looking way more positive. This is how I wanted to start against West Ham. All we need to do now is get the actual efforts on target and see if we can get the lead nice and early. 15 minutes gone so far. No shots from either side. Oh, they played a really nice ball through here. That's a really nice ball over the top as well. Ramsdale comes out and makes a very good save with his knee there. That was a very, very needed save. A very, very important one. And thankfully, it's one that he did make. And now Bright Side is just going to be offside. That's a bit of a wasted chance for me to like work on the counter there. But I have to say, we're looking okay. But that was a really worrying moment as Burnley made their way through with a very, very simple attack. I've said very about 12 times in the last, 50 words, so apologies for that. But now we have a chance to try and break through here. Brighter side, we're going to play it inside to Obafemi. Obafemi with a decent enough first touch. Obafemi's going to lay it across to finally in the Dykes, but Norris is there. I've just realised I haven't got Pope in goal. Norris comes out and makes that save. Not really the best of passes across from Obafemi. Could have been a much better chance for Dykes to try and get that first shot of the game away here. Dykes is actually going to have a pop from the edge of the box here because I saw it was Norris in goal, but Norris makes a very good save. Have to say it was going towards that top corner. We're going to whip the ball in here, aiming at Carter Vickers. Carter Vickers going to get up, but not going to win that ball in the air. Going to play it across the edge of the box here. Dickey now. Going to try and look at the amount of players there are. Burnley players in comparison to the amount of players in blue and white there. Bright side, we're going to take it past the defender. Oh, not quite. Brady is just about going to win that one. That's a real shame. They've worked the ball forward here. It's a really nice little pass there. Dickey now has to stand up the man. They've got it to Goodmanson on the edge. And Rob Dickey comes out to it. Makes a very good tackle. But this is probably going to be the last chance to attack it. They work it into the box again. Got to be careful not to overcommit a play here. Ludwig is going to have to come across and make that tackle. The man was offside. Thankfully, Ludwig actually did cut inside and made Brady offside there. So fair play to the defence in general there. Just to work that ball, work their positioning forward just to keep the players offside. And now we've got a chance here. Bright Side Sam is going to turn inside and find Lyndon Dykes. Obafemi now. Oh, he's going to lose out yet again. They win that ball in those back two. I have to say, those back two have been absolutely phenomenal for Burnley today, really limiting our chances. We've not played badly. We've been the better of the two sides. The best chance of the game probably have are going to Burnley with that chance one-on-one and Ramsdale making a very good save. You can see both sides only having the one shot, both on target. But I have to say, again, kind of like I've said previously, this feels like the best team. This feels like the team that's going to win us the game. I want to keep Obafemi on. He's on a +6. He doesn't feel to be playing like he's on a +6. I will be brutally honest about that. He doesn't feel like he's playing on a +6, but I'm willing to just agree with whatever it is the game are claiming to be true regardless. I'm actually going to change us to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow again, like we played in part of the second half against... who was it against again? Tom, use your brain. Against West Ham. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Bright down the middle again. Play Ilias Chair on that right-hand side. I'm going to sort out the custom tactics real quick and see if we can, again, just try and get ourselves back into this game a little bit and just work on... I'm not even sure what. It's just kind of work on recreating more chances. We weren't doing that great in the first game. We've done it much better in this second game, and I have to say I think this is a chance for us to get into this game. We've just got to make sure that whatever it is we do in the second half, we leave it all on the pitch. But let's get into the second half. Let's see if the boys can turn it up in the second half and find that first goal, because realistically I think the first goal in this game could be the winner here. The West Ham game, we had a little bit of time to try and get back into it after West Ham scored. If us or Burnley get that first goal, I think either way, I think it could be a really important moment in this game, because so far the chances have been few and far between, and both sides are looking a little bit scrappy when it comes to actually creating the shots and the goal scoring opportunities. So let's go for it, boys, to see if we can firstly keep this attack out. It's looking okay so far. Come on, boys. We've worked the ball into the box here. We've got to come out and win that header. Carter Vickers does so very well. That's a good little headed clearance as well from Ellis Todd now, who sets away Bright Samuel. He's going to try and set away Lyndon Dykes. Dykes, oh, he's got one man up against him there. I'm not sure of the player's name, but he's just kept for him with pace, and that pass to Ilias is not the best, but he has got it. Bright's lost it in the middle of the park. You can see how quickly the Burnley players get back and how quickly it becomes from like a 2 against 2 to like a 2 against 5. It's so quick they get back. It's ridiculous how quickly they work their way backwards. It's like the opposite of a counter-attack. It's like a counter-defence. They're working their way forward. Then all of a sudden, you've got X amount of players just flooding backwards, and they're really difficult to break down when they do that. So realistically, we've got to make sure if we're attacking on the counter, if we're getting those balls forward and we're starting to try and break them down, we need to try and get that attack in nice and quickly. So here, for example, we waste that chance. So, come on, boys. Let's get a foot on this game. Come on, let's get this goal. Couple of changes here from us. 15 minutes on the clock. You can see they've made a change. We've also made 2. Macaulay Bonner's coming at striker. Pepe Arce is coming at cam. Brighter Size Hamler has moved to the left. So it's Ellis Todd who is making way here. But I have to say, Obafemi today not been fantastic. I think it's been a real shame with how he's played. He's on a +6, and like I said before, I'm not entirely sure how he's on a +6 when he doesn't feel to be playing like that. So I've had to make a couple of changes. Bringing on Pepe Arce, I know, is a bit of an odd one. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good at all. Burnley go 1-0 up, 80-ish minutes into the game, and that is not what we needed there. That is really, really the opposite of what we needed to see. Paulinho getting himself the goal there. I think he's like a Brazilian cam, but he's playing at striker. He's put them 1-0 up, and that is the opposite of what we needed to see here, boys. That is not good. And now, yet again, up against it, and the form seems to have just dropped for us. All of a sudden, we've gone from massively overachieving to then feeling like we're underachieving with every single game, because the West Ham game, the Everton game, all the last 3 or 4 games so far, we have really not performed particularly well, and it's starting to become very evident that we're dropping in form. It's not good for us here, boys. Oh, they've worked through again. Thank you, Ramsdale, with a good save, but he's going to get the rebound. Ramsdale again with another very good save there. Double save from Ramsdale, proving to be a very important one, and it could potentially give us a chance to try and get our way back into this game here as we try and break through with Lyndon Dykes. Macaulay Bonne making a fantastic run through the middle. Come on, Bonne. A late chance for you again in this game. This time he doesn't miss it. This time he does find the back of the net, and that is a lovely bit of counter-attacking football there. Lyndon Dykes making a much better pass this time. Again, that final pass from whoever it has been, Dykes, Obafemi, Bright, Chair, whoever it's been, has not been good enough. That one was perfect. Macaulay Bond comes on, gets himself a very nice goal and gives us a chance here to pick up something from this game. Could it be a point? Could it possibly be 3 here as we look to break forward again? Ilias Chair now out wide. He's going to get this ball. He's going to try and whip it into the middle. Oh, it's a really good tackle, but it is going to be a corner. Last chance here of the game for either side, most likely. We're going to have the player run short, but we're not going to play it short. We're going to whip it into the box. Lyndon Dykes going to be the man to jump up for it. It's headed back behind for another corner. Come on, boys. Again, let's get this ball in there. Lyndon Dykes the man we're aiming for. It's been headed clear. I don't think we're going to get it back into the box in time. No, Ludwig couldn't quite get that ball up there, but that is going to be full time. 2 games, 2 points. Not really what we were hoping for today. As I said at the start of this game, this was a game that I thought we could try and get 3 points from both, 6 points possibly today, and we've left with not even 3. So it's been a difficult one. I have to say, I think it's been very evident for me that this has been a real rut in form for us, and maybe we need to mix things up a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what we're doing wrong, I'll be honest with you. I don't really know what it is we need to change, but something isn't right. Something's got to change. We've got to work out what it is, though. Well, there you go. We do drop down into 7th place. Again, I'm not overly upset with that. You can see Liverpool have dropped down into 8th. I think they've lost both the games during today's episode, and that just goes to show this is a tricky season. You can never, ever predict what's going to happen. It's been a really, really tough one, and I have to say, I'm still very happy with where we're at. 7th place is fantastic. One thing we have to work on is the clean sheet. We're not getting enough clean sheets. We're conceding far too many goals. And honestly, if I was to be really critical, we need to work on our general play going forward. We're not creating enough chances in the last couple of games, and that's been very evident. The fact that last game we had 2 shots. The game before, we had 2 shots. It took us till the 80-something minute to even score, and it took us going 1-0 down to do so as well. We can't keep relying on going 1-0 down and then getting the goal back to get back into it. So I have to say, it's not been good enough today. The next episode, we're going to have to bounce back a little bit. Any suggestions for maybe something that we could change, then let me know. Again, it's showing them on screen there. Ramsdale has been absolutely phenomenal for us there. Honestly, we could have lost both those games without a save in each of them from Aaron Ramsdale. So very good stuff from him, top draw stuff. But I have to say, that is going to be where we end today's episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, then please do leave a like on the video. It supports me, the video, and the channel out a whole bunch. So thank you, of course, to everyone that does leave a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, then consider subscribing. Make sure you turn on notifications as well to be told anytime that we upload a video or indeed go live with a live stream. But for now, guys, I want to say thank you very much for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.
What?
In a bit.
Yeah, now his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, we'll say hello. Entertained, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty Games, yeah, you already know. Hursty Games.